What's up, everybody? My name is Mr. Fragrance. I'm back with another fragrance review. If it's your first time in my channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy fragrance reviews for men's, personal opinion on fragrances, and I do fragrance giveaways. Can't beat that, man. So if you do like fragrance reviews, hey, hit that like button at the end, hit the subscribe button. It's free content. If you're a beautiful woman tuning the channel to find a fragrance for your men, that's awesome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot to make my channel grow every single day. So today's video is going to be pretty something special. I thought about making another video of something else, but I'm going to make this one instead. So this is going to be my top 14 cheap fragrances for men. It can be for men or younger teenagers too. It's just a video to help you guys. I know a lot of people trying to get cheaper fragrances. All these fragrances are under $100. So if you like these type of videos, stay tuned. So before we get into my top 14 cheap fragrances, I have one honorable mention. This fragrance can be high on the list, can be low on the list. I wouldn't want to add it to my list. I have a lot of other lists for fragrances. It's been around for a while now, and I feel like people already have smelled it or bought it. It's a very cheap fragrance. I feel like it's been used too much in the fragrance community. A lot of people either love this fragrance or they hate this fragrance, or they're just in between. But I'm just going to give it to you. My one honorable mention is Dior Sauvage EDT. Dior Sauvage, fresh out the shower fragrance. Just very pleasing to everybody. Females love this fragrance. They just gravitate to it. It's sexy. You can't go wrong with Dior Sauvage EDT. And they have the EDP too. They're both great fragrances overall. I'm just going to talk about this one right here. The price point for this one is really cheap. It's roughly about $77. You might be able to get it cheaper on different websites online and on eBay because it's been out for a while now. But it's just one honorable mention. This is great. You got your ambroxan, you got your bergamot, you got your pepper. It's a very nice fragrance. You can wear it during the day, during the night. Projection wise, it's great. You're going to get between 2 to 3 hours of strong projection. It's like booming in your face. Some people do say they get headaches from it. People that smell it too much, or you know, you're around that person. And longevity, you're going to get about 8 hours on your skin. You're going to get through the work day, or if you're in school, you're going to get through the school day too. This is great. This is your honorable mention because there's other fragrances that are good too, and this is $77, and I have some on my list that are a little bit cheaper than $77. This is my number one honorable mention, Dior Sauvage EDT. Let's get right into the list. Let's go. My top 14 cheap fragrances. There's a lot of fragrances I could have put on a list that I might not have put on a list, and there's some you guys might know that I don't know of. I'm just going to give you my list that I have, fragrances that I bought, and fragrances that I know about that are very good to help you get fragrances that are under $100. So here we go. My top 14 fragrances, Coach for Men, 2017. This fragrance is great. This is very, very similar to Dior Sauvage that I just talked about as an honorable mention. It's great. It just doesn't have that pepper note in it. It just has that ambroxan, bergamot note. This bottle presentation is amazing. Look at it. It goes from dark to mid dark to light dark right here. Just musical. Bottle is amazing. Has a little Coach symbol here for Coach. Just awesome. The sprayer is pretty cool. It locks into place if you want to lock it. Distribution is awesome. You shoot like this. Just great overall. I have this as number 14 on my list because the price for this point is not too bad at all. You can get this bottle here for $62 at Macy's right now. Great fragrance. You're going to get projection wise, you're going to get about 2 hours of projection. You're going to get between 4 to 5 hours longevity on your skin. It's not the best, but for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to buy fragrances and just wants to smell good, this is pretty close to a Dior Sauvage without paying $77 for Dior Sauvage. You know, you might have to reapply it later on during the day, but you can't go wrong with this. Girls love this fragrance. It smells great. Overall, you can't go wrong with this, and this is my number 14 top cheap fragrance. This is Coach for Men, 2017. I highly suggest you should go to your retail store and try this out. It smells good. They do have a smaller bottle, and it's $48, so you can't go wrong. This is under $70 for a fragrance. It's great. I highly recommend you check this one out. This is my number 14 top cheap fragrance. Let's go and jump right into my number 13, coming right up. My number 13 top cheap fragrance. This fragrance is great. There is a flanker to the original. This is the second version of it. I have the original too. I feel like I put this one here because this is more modern day, brand new than the original. I like this fragrance a lot. The brand makes good fragrances. This could be your club fragrance, but I can see you wearing this anytime you want to really wear it. Price point's really cheap. You can get it for $68 for a smaller bottle, and the big bottle is roughly about 90 something dollars. And my number 13 top cheap fragrance is AZZARO Wanted by Night Eau de Parfum. Great fragrance. When I initially spray this, I smell the cinnamon. It's just great. Overall, pleasing. You can wear it during the day, but I see a lot of people wearing it at night just because it's Wanted by Night. I kind of get that. But this fragrance is just, if you want to be different than everybody else out there, you need this fragrance for your life. Everybody's not going to smell like this. This is great. Has your cinnamon. It just bursts out in your face. It's just, you're going to know, people are going to notice you wearing this fragrance. They're going to ask what kind of fragrance this is. I feel like it's under the radar because most people don't talk about it on review channels. I guess because the first one that came out was pretty good, but people kind of didn't like it. They did like it. I picked this up at Macy's. This is great. I got the bigger bottle here, but you can get a smaller one for 6.8 ounce bottle. The price for $68, and it's a 1.7 ounce bottle. So you can't go wrong with the bigger size or the small size. But if you're on a budget, I would get the smaller bottle, or go to the store and try it out for yourself. I'm just giving recommendations. I don't want you to go there and try it out. These prices are under $100, so you can't beat the price for these fragrances. This fragrance, projection-wise, is great for the first 2 hours of projection. I get between 6 to 8 hours of longevity on my skin. It's great. People do like it. They like the smell of it. A lot of people do like cinnamon fragrances or very sweet fragrances, and I tend to agree with that, and that's very awesome. And this is my number 13 top cheap fragrance, AZZARO Wanted by Night Eau de Parfum. Now we're going to jump into my number 12 top cheap fragrance. Before we do, here's the bottle presentation. AZZARO Wanted. Little cap is pretty cool. Bullets around it. AZZARO Wanted. And the bottom, batch code information. Juice is really dark, really nice. Distribution on here is pretty cool. There's a lot of juice out. This is my number 12 top cheap fragrance. Let's get into my number 11 top cheap fragrance. Oh, my number 12 top cheap fragrance. This fragrance is great. I haven't did a full review on my channel. I'm probably gonna do one soon. It's been around for a long time. It gets the girls. You smell great. Some people don't like the smell of it. Some people do. It has your apple, has your mint. It's just a great fragrance. You can wear it. Most people wear it to a club, like a party scent, a party type of fragrance, or a party or a gathering, something like that. This fragrance is great. The price point's really, really cheap. It's been out for a while. You can pick it up at Sephora, Macy's, Nordstrom. They all have it. They have different sizes. And my number 12 top cheap fragrance is Versace Eros. This bottle presentation is awesome. The cap looks amazing. Can't go wrong with that cap. The juice, it's awesome. Look at the presentation is just amazing. All the artwork right there. There's the batch code on the bottom, side of the bottle. There's the back of the bottle. This is just great. Some people may not like it. Some people may like it. But this gravitates. Girls just like the smell of this fragrance with the apple and the mint. They draw to it. They like it. Can't go wrong with this fragrance. You can't. I highly recommend you go to Sephora, Macy's, and try it out for yourself. It's been out for a while, so they do have, you can get like a sample of it, take it home and see if it works on your skin. Projection-wise, it's great for me. Longevity is good for me. I just haven't reviewed on my channel yet, and I do apologize for that. It will come soon. I have a lot of fragrances, so I'm trying to test different ones out each day. So bear with me on that one. But this fragrance here, Versace Eros, great deal to pick up. It's very cheap, and some people just want a fragrance, say, hey, I don't have a lot of money, I have under $100. Okay, pick this up, you're gonna be good. Okay, cool, I'll get this, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about spending $150, $200 on a fragrance and you don't like it. Sometimes you just want maybe 2 fragrances that equal to $100 and something bucks, and you're happy for the whole year. One to wear in the summertime, the winter time. Or you wanna have 2 signature scents where you wear one during the day and one during the night. Either way, you can't go wrong. This is Versace Eros. Distribution is good too, sprays a lot. Can't go wrong with this fragrance here. I highly recommend you should go to your store and try this out for yourself. And you might really like it. You might not like it. It's just my recommendations. So now we're going to jump into my next top cheap fragrance. So stay tuned. My number 11 top cheap fragrance. This fragrance is great. I enjoy this a lot. My girlfriend bought this fragrance for me about a year ago for Christmas. I was trying to figure out what fragrance I want to get. I have a lot of fragrances. So she was like, what do you want for Christmas? Can I get a new fragrance? She said, sure. So I said, let me take a look, see what I want. So I went around shopping by myself a couple weeks before Christmas, just seeing what I want out there. I went to Sephora, Nordstrom, Macy's, and I smelled something I really like. It's very soapy vibe type of fragrance. Jump fresh out the shower, got really expensive soap, you know, used to wash yourself up and down, and this is great. If you just want to smell clean every day, you don't want anything that's going to offend anybody, you just want to smell like you just got out the shower, a very, very expensive soap, this is it. This is a great top cheap fragrance. This is Prada Amber Pour-Homme. Fragrance is great. You can't go wrong with this fragrance here. Price point for this is great. Roughly around 60 something bucks. This is great. Look how much juice you get for it. It's great. I highly recommend you give this one a shot. Initial spray with this. This is your very typical soapy fragrance. Clean, jump fresh out the shower. You just pretty much, this is like you feel like you just took a shower and it's just like you smell like that the whole single day. Great fragrance. I enjoy it a lot. People around me enjoy it. They say, hey, you smell like soap. Are you wearing soap? I'm like, no, it's a fragrance. Oh, that's awesome. What is it called? I highly recommend you give this a shot. If you just want something safe for all year round, Prada Amber Pour-Homme. It's a great fragrance. You should definitely try this out. You can't go wrong with this fragrance. This fragrance just, it's your soapy, clean type of vibe fragrance that you should have in your selection if you just want something to be clean all year round. You don't want anything that's going to offend people. You don't want anything sweet. You just want something you put on and you're good. Whether you get compliments or you don't, you just want something you smell clean all day. And that's it. It could go for the summertime, the wintertime. This is versatile for any type of situation. Dressed up, dressed down. I just see it's more casual than dressed up. Because maybe when you dress up, you want to wear something that stands out more. So this is another top cheap fragrance. So now we're going to jump into my next top cheap fragrance. So stay tuned. My top 10 cheap fragrances. The list is a pretty long list, so please bear with me, guys. This is just part 2 of the list. I want to do part 1 after this video. We'll upload after this video uploads. I'll upload part 1 of the top 14 cheap fragrances. So here we go. My number 10 top cheap fragrance. I smelled this fragrance for the first time and I enjoyed it. It's a sweet fragrance. Not too many people have this fragrance. Well, where I live at, they do sell it at Nordstrom. They don't sell it at Macy's or Sephora. That's one good thing about it. Price is $69. You can't beat that for a fragrance. Man. Salvatore Ferragamo, Uomo. This fragrance is great. It has your tiramisu, just your sweet chocolate fragrance. You want to smell sweet all day, this is what you get. You want a sweet fragrance in your life. You want people to say you smell good, you smell sexy, you smell sweet. This is a fragrance you need in your life. That's it. It's $69. You can't beat it. Look how much juice you get in this bottle for $69. Great. Projection-wise is great. Longevity is great. I don't have any problem with this fragrance. Sometimes in the summertime, it is a little bit kind of too hot to wear this fragrance. But I can see wearing this maybe in a cold summer night or midsummer night. And then the rest of the time, I can see wearing a fall and winter. Great fragrance. The distribution is great. This is not a cap to cap off. This is on with the bottle itself. So when it sprays, it sprays. Highly recommend you give this one a shot. This is $69 at Nordstrom. I apologize, Nordstrom. It's great. They have this one and they have the Casual Life one too. That one I can see you wearing that more all year round. This one is more towards the fall and winter. But for $69, it's 70 bucks. You can't beat it. A lot of fragrances are over 100 something bucks. And I'm trying to save you guys some money. Well, guys or ladies, I'm trying to save you money to buy your husband or your boyfriend a fragrance. So you should check this one out. This is Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. The packaging is amazing. Batch code on the bottom. Top has Salvatore Ferragamo. Distribution is pretty cool. Little sprayer. So it's another great top cheap fragrance. We're going to get to my next one, so stay tuned. So my number 9 top cheap fragrance. This fragrance is great. It made a lot of my list fragrances this year. I enjoy it. I should have bought a bigger bottle. And now I kind of regret that, but I do enjoy it a lot. You can pick this one up at Nordstrom or Macy's. Price roughly about $78. You can get a bigger bottle for $98. So if you want to push the envelope and get the $100 bottle, it's still $100 bucks. Or you can get the smaller bottle for $78. And this is no other than Prada Homme. Great fragrance. Very clean, fresh out the shower, your iris. Clean laundry fragrance. Just like you just did your laundry, it's great. Distribution is great. You can't go wrong with this. If you just want to smell clean all day, the soapy type of clean, fresh person, just fresh out the shower, this is what you need in your life. Prada Homme. That's it. Projection wise for me, I get about 2 hours of projection. It's great. I have got compliments on this fragrance, which is awesome. I thought I wouldn't because it's kind of a soapy fragrance, but people do gravitate and like it. Longevity wise, I get between about 6, maybe 7 hours on my skin. It's pretty good. I really can't complain. 78 bucks for this fragrance, you really can't. If you just look for something clean, something different that maybe everybody may not have, I highly suggest you give this a try out at Nordstrom. And this is Prada Homme. And you can pick it, and you can try it out at Macy's too. They have it there too. So this is the top 10 cheap fragrances. Now we're gonna jump into my number 9 top cheap fragrance. Top cheap fragrance. This fragrance is good. I use a lot of juice in this fragrance. Women do say it's sexy. I enjoy wearing it. Has your tobacco in it. I overall like this fragrance a lot. It's been around for a while now. You can get it probably for around 70 something bucks. This is a 1.7 ounce bottle. I picked it up at Sephora, but you can pick it up at Macy's or Nordstrom. This is Dolce Gabbana, the 1 EDP. This is great, man. Look how much juice I use in the bottle. This is great. That's your tobacco. It's just very sexy fragrance overall. Women just like it. The only downside I see in this fragrance, if you want to put a con or two, is projection. I get about 45 minutes to an hour. It's not the best, but it's okay. Longevity, it's okay. I get maybe 7 hours. It's not a lot, but it's okay. And Dolce Gabbana, their stuff's always good. I enjoy their fragrances. Overall, it's great. Women do gravitate to it and like it, so you can't go wrong with that. And this is Dolce Gabbana, the 1 EDP. Presentation is awesome too. The color of the juice, the bottom, this batch code information. Bottle's cool. Dark juice. This is great fragrance. Now we're going to jump into my next top cheap fragrance, so stay tuned. So this is part 2 of my top 14 cheap fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like the video, hit the like button if you're a man or a female. And if you do like the video a lot, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. It helps my channel out a lot. And now I'm going to jump into my next video I'm about to upload. This will be my top other 7 cheap fragrances. So I have 2 parts. This is part 2, and I'm going to put out part 1 coming up next. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and on to my part 1 top 14 cheap fragrances. So stay tuned.